Hello again and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Well, we are continuing from directly where we left off, trying to get a car to where we need him to be, and it didn't work. But we did save his life, and now we're probably going to regret it.
I don't have time for this. If we can't put the prisoner in one of these cells, we'll have to take him back to processing. It's not ideal, but it'll do till we get things under control.
Understood. Alright, taking him back to processing. Alright, let's see what we got. Where's some of my dinosaur? Hey everybody! There we go. Alright, bad timing on your bomb. It's hard for me to figure out when I can activate my special thingy. Alright. Whoop, hold on. Dr. Crusher is unconscious? Why is she unconscious? Regroup bridge officers. There we go. There we go. How did you end up unconscious? Oh, here's some cutscene.
Let's stow this guy quickly.
Relax. His new home's right over here. And he's gonna be here a very long time.
Is he now? He seemed to be dead before he got stabbed. Although I'm using Klingon weapons.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. A car will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm
Too late.
Ha! You were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had the time to end you. Like I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, totally true.
Wonderful.
Okay then. Not going well.
Cover me while I get the shields back online.
Got it.
Kerwin, help him while we hold him off.
Do that, and do this, and this.
Disruptors hurt.
Summon all the things.
Yes, Commander.
Essentially, you gotta keep him from getting shot. This is the best way to do that. Summon all the things. Let's give everyone a bit of a boost. Summon another one. Nobody should be getting past us. Yeah, with the mines out, we're pretty much set. Okay, now we can summon more of these. You are not to get past us or shoot our commanding officer. I guess he's not our commanding officer. The warden. Oh, we're done with fighting, we can talk. Hey buddy, what you want to talk about?
I'd hold off on any celebration.
No duh.
Long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon battle group, approaching at high warp. Without the turrets, they'll eventually knock our shields down and finish us off for good. It's only a matter of time.
Landry, thoughts?
Lieutenant Kerwin can get those turrets back online. We just need to buy him enough time to get the job done.
Then we return to the OSS Planum constellation and buy him that time.
This isn't time for heroics. One ship against a Klingon fleet? That's suicide, you know it. Face it, we're done here. Let's get essential personnel to your ship and get the hell out of here while we're able.
I'm not letting this facility or its prisoners fall.
Captain, the turret grid just came back online. Wait. Oh, it's bad. The turrets are scanning for Starfleet vessels. They've been set to see them as targets. It's that damned virus.
Lieutenant, I need you to get those turrets back on our side.
It's just like what happened at Pryor's World. They turned our own defense grid against us, and then mopped up what was left after the chaos.
We'll just have to stick close to this station and stay out of their crosshairs.
How did a Klingon virus get into our system? Klingons didn't even know about this place until
We brought the prisoners aboard.
Of course. Those clever bastards. It's a genetic sequencing virus. We did a full medical scan of the Klingon prisoners when we brought them aboard the Buran. And another one when they were brought aboard this facility. But
We never did a medical scan aboard my ship.
fortunately, or your ship would be dealing with the virus too. Somehow they've managed to embed it within the DNA of one or more of the prisoners. If we can identify the difference between the artificial and natural bases, we should be able to isolate the viral code and purge it from the system.
Good work, Lieutenant. How much time do you need?
Maybe 5 minutes?
Alright, make it happen. Everyone else back to the shuttle. Ooh. We're getting it done. Alright, let's get to the shuttle, get back to the ship, and defend ourselves against impossible odds.
I can't believe he got away. After all that we went through here, anything he does from here on out is on me.
Don't blame yourself.
You shouldn't beat yourself up for doing the right thing here. Besides, if we get him and Ja'ula, we can just pretend it was all part of the plan, right?
That'll make for an interesting reading at Starfleet Command.
Alright. You win. But we still have a lot of work to do before, we single-handedly end the war and get promoted to Fleet Admiral. So let's get up to your ship and go after them.
Right, let's go.
Ja'ula to Tavip Attach. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Hey, Toshvet! Leave no gap!
Okay. And there's the fleet.
Captain, one of the Klingon vessels is hailing us.
Let's see what they want. On screen.
Starfleet vessel. You are outnumbered and unable to flee. If you wish your crew to survive, stand down and prepare to be boarded. Refuse, and we will give you all an honorable death.
Request denied.
A warrior's deathbed. Good. I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps it will be face to face in glorious combat when I board your vessel to take it as my prize.
That'll be the day. Red alert. Okay, so we are not allowed to move. So if we start moving, we SOL from the defense satellites. We also don't want to attack the defense satellites, because then we wouldn't have defense satellites to help us against this Klingon attack. So, we're damned if we do, we're damned if you don't, we're damned. So I'm just gonna sit here and let my little ships do all the work. I'm not even gonna summon anything. And hopefully in less than 5 minutes, we'll be able to take them all down. Okay, we lost at least one ship. There we go. Let's resummon. Yeah, we're gonna wait until that one gets a little closer. Okay, so so it looks like the defense grid is still maybe attacking. Either that or my things are dropping mines of some kind. Yeah, it seems like they're not attacking us. It's getting closer. There it is. Defensive. Defensive. We are defending.
Yes, we did it. The defense satellites are back on our side.
Wonderful. Let's move.
We've lost the advantage here. All ships, withdraw at once.
Of course, all ships withdraw. Well, most of them did. Goodbye. There's always a few Klingons that decide to stick around.
Good news, Captain. Latest sensor reports show all Klingon vessels are either destroyed or retreating. I think we did it.
Pass me through to Lieutenant Kerwin.
Kerwin here. Captain, all systems are clear over here. Not reading any Klingon ships on sensors either. Did we do it?
We did it, Lieutenant, but we couldn't have done it without you.
Captain, if it's all the same to you, I recommend we retrieve Lieutenant Kerwin and return to the Baran immediately. We haven't seen the last of Ja'ula and her forces, and there is a nasty digital virus still running wild in the Baran systems. Seeing as we have the solution to that little problem, I think it's high time we delivered it to Captain Lorca.
Helm, lay in a course once Kerwin is aboard. Alright, so we beam up Kerwin, we set off. Saved your prison too. Alright.
An interesting test of a warrior's capabilities. I participated in the simulation myself. I regret not being able to kill Ja'ula with my bare hands. Perhaps I shall try again, despite the moaning of the analysts who respect historical perimeters. Bah! Speaking of analysts, they're working on another simulation in that era. I suspect they'll be calling for your services again soon. In the meantime, I suggest review of your efforts today. You might be facing the real Ja'ula and her Mokai lunatics in battle soon. It is best to be prepared.
Okay then. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Apparently, I can't remember what happened in Discovery that led to Ja'ula, or if Ja'ula was even part of Discovery. Obviously, she seems to be, but yeah, she's essentially a time traveler at this point. So that's why they're expecting her to show up soon.
Serve the Empire.
Congratulations, General.
Alright, give me my next mission, please.
Analysis of the Prior's world simulation data continues. Several agencies, including Imperial Intelligence, want to expand on that data, and they've created another simulation to do so. Your participation in this simulation is required. The simulation will require you to step into a situation all true warriors should be prepared to face: the aftermath of defeat. I trust you will rise to this challenge and face it with honor. Kapla!
Of course. Ooh, get a Klingon bat'leth. And a nanofiber insulated jacket. Serve
the Empire well.
Face works sometimes. Alright. So this is the one that we got from the mission. We definitely want to keep that. That's literally the one that they gave us And this is the one we got for finishing the mission as well. We'll also keep that. And we'll send those into our bank. But first, let's transwarp to the other location, even though it's literally like 2 feet next to us. That's actually probably like a couple thousand kilometers or something like that. Maybe a few light years. Alright. Meanwhile, let's recycle all this crud. Because we don't need it. Yet. Ever. Come on. Come on. Recycle, recycle. There we go. Alright, now we can hail the Kobayashi Maru. So we can drop these in our bank. Kobayashi Maru. Bank. Account bank. No, not account bank. Why did I do that? You are mine. You do not go to the account. Whenever you're dealing with these ships, like the trade ship, trade freighter, or the Kobayashi Maru, if you open the account bank, you get access to both. If you open the character bank, you don't get access to the account bank for some reason. Seems really bad, stupid idea, but that's the way that it is. Cause, yeah, someone somewhere decided it was a good idea. Anyway. There we go, we got a whole bunch of new stuff. No new assets. Alright. Let's begin Impossibility of Reason. This is a fun one. Now the reason why I don't like these ones too very much is because I ended up playing them over and over and over and over and over again. So once again, if you overplay something, eventually you just get bored with it. And so these two missions I overplayed a lot of when they first released, because I had a couple of characters that just, they hadn't decided where they were going to go in the storyline yet, so I had a couple of characters that were far enough along that they would play it, and then we'd find out that it wasn't going to be at that area, so they put it in another place, so I'd have more characters come along and have to play it again, and so it just, yeah, it's quite crazy, and I ended up playing these levels a little too often. And they're not bad, they're very interesting, so...
Baran's in trouble. Those Klingons won't stop until she's gone. We need to get in there before it's too late.
Okay, let's see here. Red alert, all hands to battle stations.
Mayday, Mayday, this is the USS Baran. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Baran, this is the USS Platinum Constellation. We are en route.
Ah, you come to save your comrades, honorable, if not foolish. Come and save them, if you have the courage to stand in battle against true Klingon warriors.
Alright, continue.
That's a car! Looks like he didn't run far after Jahula beamed him out of prison. What? No good deed goes unpunished? You know, if I'd listened to the warden instead of saving a car, this wouldn't be happening.
Stop blaming yourself.
You did the best you could back there, Commander. A car's responsible for his actions, not you. Let's focus on doing what we can to help the Baran.
Agreed. Helm, let's give them something else to shoot at. Oh, that was fast. There we go. Take item. I'm glad I drove directly into that.
Looks like we picked up some more Klingon attention.
Did we? Okay.
This is the Baran. Our shields are buckling.
Oh boy.
Losing essential central ship systems. Now would be a good time.
This isn't going well.
Incoming hails from the Baran! What? The warp core! Someone's triggered the self-destruct! Oh! Oh my god! Miranda! She's gone.
Alright.
This can't be happening. Scan the area. Escape pods. Did she launch any escape pods? If anyone got away, we need to find them before the Klingons do.
Looks like at least one escape pod launched. So one escape pod after all of that. Alright.
Sick bay's reporting in. Captain Lorca needs extensive medical facilities. More than you have on board your ship. We need to get him to a starbase or to Starfleet Medical.
Easier said than done, Commander.
I understand, Captain. The ion storm is getting worse and Pryor's world can't be left undefended. But if you can spare just one of your shuttles, we'll get him out that way. Please? He's going to die if we don't do something, and I can't let that happen.
Have Captain Lorca secured for transit. Shuttle bay prep for launch. Alright, here we go. The Baran was lost with all hands except for Lorca. He mentions this in an episode of Discovery.
We'll reach the edge of the storm soon.
Don't spare the horses, Commander.
Yeah, go fast.
I've had a lot of days better than this one.
Enemy vessel on sensors. They're targeting us.
Take evasive action.
They're firing to disable.
They want us alive.
Shields are gone. Impulse is failing.
Get us on the ground, Commander.
Crash position. Brace for impact.
Well, that was not a great landing.
Any landing you can walk away from, huh?
Well said.
Quarter isn't showing any serious injuries. You'll live. Atmos breathable, but this is a Class P environment. The cold doesn't kill us. The Klingons will. No way they're gonna let us go now. We need shelter, and fast.
Damn. This place reminds me of some of the places my family dragged me to for a vacation back home. You really haven't lived until you go camping on Andoria. Makes this place look like Waikiki Beach.
Of course.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Ensign. But those of us who didn't grow up on an ice moon aren't as amused. Emergency survival protocol. Break out the gear and supplies and find shelter. I don't want this weather finishing with the Klingons started.
I'll check the emergency compartment on the edge of the shuttle. Alright, emergency compartment. Fix supplies. There we go.
I'm reading some cave systems up on that mountainside. It might be a good place to set up camp. Maybe even a distress beacon. I can use the shuttle's emergency transporter to send Captain Lorca and another person there. Get them out of this wind and cold. It's only good for one transport, though.
Let's do that and head for shelter.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, we lost some pieces of the shuttle while we were coming down. Some of that might be useful here. We should keep an eye out for anything we can easily salvage.
Understood. You better go with Lorca. We'll catch up with you. Okay. So two of them are doing a one-time transport to the cave system we're going toward. There we go. Goodbye, gentlemen.
You made it. Takes guts to beam into a cave with an emergency transporter mostly held together with wishful thinking. Now, we just need to get there ourselves. Old-fashioned way. Shank's mare. Through a frozen wasteland. You take me to all the best places, Ellen.
Let's get out of here before the Klingons show up, or worse still, fire from orbit. Okay. I like these jackets. They're pretty nice. Hopefully they would actually hold up in an Arctic tundra planet, but...
Should we worry about leaving tracks that the Klingons can follow?
See those ice formations? Temperatures get high enough to thaw, then refreeze.
So, the snow will probably melt enough to lose our tracks in the next few hours.
Right, and if it stays cold and humid, we'll get more snow anyway.
Good news. Now we just have to worry about finding our way out of here.
Alright, so our tracks are gonna be hidden by the snow, and or the melt.
Wait, you see those mounds of snow? Some of them are just going to be light powder, but some of those were built. Watch your step. There might be life forms in those, and they might not like unwanted guests.
Got it.
Kerwin to team. My tricorder says there's a piece of the shuttle manifold near your position. Grab it if you can, okay? We could really use it.
We'll get that component. There they are. Come here, you. We're here for your milk. Okay, is that everything? Nope. There's one. Now that's everything. Nope. There's still more. Where the heck are you going? Trying to get the high ground? It's not gonna save you. Okay, something's weird. Are we done? Yes, drive off the ice beast is done. Okay, fetch components.
We got your widget, Kerwin. Never mind the beasties.
Alright.
Sorry about that. I wonder if they were staying close to it for warmth.
That could be a possibility.
Good work. Keep it coming. We're gonna need a lot more tricks to survive.
Yes, we are. Alright. Take the shortest route, even though it doesn't really matter.
Fumaroles. I was wondering if we'd see any. Here they are. Look, geothermal activity pushes heated water up, forms those bubbling mud pools. Wouldn't recommend taking a dip there. This stuff is scalding.
Got it.
Kerwin here. I'm picking up another piece of debris near you. Looks like some live circuitry survived thanks to a Duralloy shell. Can you grab it for me? Thanks.
It's not in any obvious spot. Probably somewhere among the geysers. Alright. So, just try to stay to the outside of the pool. But, you can see the perimeter of... Oh, I forgot about these. Giant worms. Oh, this is bad timing on my part. Scan, dang it. Yep, bad timing, but we got it. Move back. Okay, sorry everybody. And somebody's down. And both of my teammates are down. Alright, resuscitate. And get the heck out of there. Or actually, it'd be better if I just regroup bridge officers over here. Yeah, because he was just gonna run in and do the same thing. Okay. Let me grab this. Oh, almost forgot. Giant worms. Fix components. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you again so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!